So I know from following you for a little bit, you're into comedy. At some point, you also were a wrestler. So how did that get in the mix?
Well, I've always been sort of a mark, as they say in the biz, a pro wrestling fan. And at the time, I was 6'6" and quite athletic. And so I kind of got into it, went to wrestling school, made matches. And then how that came to an end is I legit got knocked out in a match. And no one knew what to do. So it was supposed to be like the big finish where basically, as the referee's quote, knocked out, right?
Right.
So I'm the big baby face, the good guy.
Right.
And guy runs, and you're never supposed to hit a guy in the back of the head with a chair, but that's what happened. So I get nailed in the back of the head, and I just remember like this bright flash of light in my eyes.
Oh man!
Getting hit in the back of the head with a chair. So how are you supposed to hit somebody with a chair in the head?
Well, most places don't even allow it anymore because of the concussion situation.
That's a bunch of liberal nonsense, is what that is. Proceed.
But the key, you're supposed to sort of kind of go at an angle rather than straight down, so it's not a full-on impact. And most of the guys will even kind of get a hand up to brace the impact a little bit. Mm-hmm. But those are the sissies. You should take it straight on.
That's right. Yeah. Real men taking the. Never mind. I'm making the pastor cringe.
So there was a
over here
flash of
possible.
light when you got hit with the chair, and then what's the next thing that you remember?
Okay, then I remember being in the back in the locker room. That's when I remember the next. So what happened? I'm telling you based on the video evidence. Okay. So
is this video evidence out there? Like if our listeners wanted to see it, is there a
do
place
we just
where
Google poor Jeremy Nunes?
Well, no, it's not. I've got it on videotape somewhere in a closet.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so what happens? What's supposed to happen is I get hit with the chair, and then another good guy beats up that bad guy. So he kind of comes in, makes the save. Then he beats up my opponent, wakes up the ref, and then I'm supposed to get up and crawl over for the pin, right? So instead what happens, all that goes on, and then the time comes for me to crawl over and make the pin, and I'm just laying there. I'm looking like Nate Robinson after the fight,
Yikes.
So then what happens is the other good guy, you can see kind of like a panicked look on his face, and he's kind of toe kicking me like I'm a dead body, trying to see if I'm okay, right? He just kind of little poking me with his foot. And then so he figures out, this isn't it. So he just kind of shrugs and drags me on top of the guy. I win for the pin. This is Jeremy Nunes. And the reason you should not be listening to the Reverend and the Reprobate is you're listening to two guys from Texas who think it's cool to just walk around willy-nilly. Meanwhile, in Illinois, I am on lockdown, as I should be. No one should leave their house under any circumstances. If you are dying and having a heart attack or a stroke, you should not leave the house.